Hello, everybody. My name is Bigpot, and today we have another stream. This is an ad hoc stream. I'm gonna be doing well, we're gonna be trying to install NixOS, and we're gonna try to start in a VM completely blind. Okay, I'm not completely blind. I know what's going on. I have tried to install it in past, but it didn't work well. So let me know how the sound is. It's a new microphone, as you can see. I never had it before, so I'm still trying to set it up correctly, and I think I got it right now. I might be peaking a bit. Let me just... Yeah, might be... is it overcompressed, maybe? I have just thrown OBS compress standard compression filter on it. Oh, hey, Josh. And we have our two guests. We have Josh and Stefan. And let's begin with the installation. What do you say? I don't have equalizer set up right now. Bass may be me problem because I have a lot of bass on myself when I speak. So yeah, I might be able to equalize it, but not sure. Not that good with this stuff, still learning, so yeah. If someone knows how to do that in what's it called in OBS, let me know. So Stefan, how does it sound? Is it overcompressed? Is there any too much sound from noise suppression or something like that? I have applied a bunch of stuff on top of it because, well, I want it to sound good. Let's be honest. So, yeah. It's right now nothing is happening, and we'll see when I start typing. Okay, let's switch to the right monitor, right scene really, and we're gonna begin by creating virtual machine in Virt Manager. Uh, but before we start, I should probably talk about what I have for a microphone, right? So I bought myself a Shure SM58, and I bought myself this is a Rode PSA1 arm. Not for this, Joshua, not for this. I also got myself a Behringer Euphoria UMC 202 HD, and that's what I use. I'm gonna use for a microphone from now on. And I don't know if I can recommend it. It was what it was recommended to me. We'll see in the future if it what I would recommend to others. But I heard a lot of good things about all these items. Yeah, I find it a bit too small or too short for a one specific use when I'm laid back here on this chair and I'm just talking to whether it be co-workers or friends, and then it can be a bit short because I get pretty far away when I when I just lay myself. But for this stuff, it's okay. I have it quite a bit away from me on this side of the desk. I have a huge desk, and it seems pretty okay. Otherwise, I could put it like right in front of me. I have a gap between my monitors, so it could stay here if I really needed to. But I don't apparently. Well, this room isn't treated for any kind of audio anyway. Right in front of me, I have two monitors and a wall. Right behind me is the only treated thing, which is, well, exactly what you see in my background. And then it's wooden, uh, what, well, top part of the room is wood, and back is again another wall, and then some more wood around me, and that's it. I don't have really any treating, so that's why I chose a dynamic microphone. A lot better at rejecting noise, especially like reverb and stuff like that that comes from non-treated rooms. So if you have any more questions about my setup, please let me know. And if you have during I don't know if that that thing absorbs all reverb, but yeah. Especially since most reverb comes from front, because these are just standard what is it called, standard walls, the brick, these brick walls, and some white paint on it. But yeah, if you have any questions during the procedure about how this works and why I messed up, please let me know. And if you have any comments on why I messed up and all that, again, please let me know. So I can potentially fix it, or just breeze through and not care. That's also an option with my style of streaming, because it's fun to mess. Let me just make sure I send out all the notifications. Yeah, it's a new mic. It's what I just got a few days ago, and I took it for a test drive and made a stream about it, or more about something else, and this is a big part of it, you know. So it's not just all microphone talk. So let's get to the real meat of the stream: installing NixOS and failing at it. A transition must be made. During the installation, I might talk about some other stuff like, did you see the last Apple event? I believe it was a couple of days ago, aka the transitions between which you put some content. That's what Apple event comes down to. And today was a reveal of Modern Warfare 2, a Call of Duty game, or a Call of Duty game called Modern Warfare 2. I'm a big Call of Duty fan, so we might talk about that as well. But now we're on a desktop with Virtual Machine Manager open. I already have one VM. I never finished installing Gentoo, so that might be a next stream maybe. But let's create another VM. Let's go forward. Let's see. I need to check this. So there is no problematic things there. We have our VM or our image. We're gonna be using NixOS GNOME from actually a month ago. Why am I using GNOME? Because I like GNOME. Let's be honest. Out of all images they offer, GNOME is probably the better one. They offer KDE, and who likes KDE? I don't. We choose the image. It gets automatically detected as NixOS, so it can go forward. Now the RAM amount. I happy to tell you I have 64 gigs of RAM, so if I do the right calculations, yeah, the life environment is limited, but I still like to support or to run things that I like, not KDE. And we're gonna put 6 CPU cores into the virtual machine and 16 gigs of RAM. If you're afraid that me streaming this would cause problems for the CPU to have so many cores assigned to a VM, don't worry, I could double that amount and nothing would happen as I have 12 cores and 24 threads. When we click forward, we get to enable storage for the virtual machine. We're gonna just do a automatic creation of a 64 gig image. Unless Joshua has some sort of insight how much memory does it use. My configuration is AMD 5900X, 64 gigs of RAM, and 3060 Ti. So again, Joshua, do you have any insight on how much storage space does NixOS require to install? Would 64 be enough, or do you require like 128? Okay, so then 64 should be enough. We go forward. Here we can select a name. So NixOS. Then we can do a network selection, which the net is here. We're still in creating a VM in Virtual Machine Manager, so we haven't just started the installation, Eric. So we're gonna do customized configuration because we're gonna enable UEFI. I always do that because, well, that's me. I like UEFI. I enable it just so I enable it, if for no other reason. So we have to select the last one because I don't know it has secure boot, and especially have Microsoft secure boot. So we apply the changes. We can go here. We see, we just see what is happening. Everything seems okay. We could add some hardware to it if we want to really. For example, you can add a, where is it? If you have another graphics card, you could add using PCIe host device. Of course, I'm using mine to do actual work on it now, using its what is it called? I really can't remember now. NVENC encoder. And Stefan asks, how's Microsoft Secure Dual Boot with Windows 11 and Linux going? I just installed Windows on my system like last week because of games. Actually, as I mentioned before, I'm a big fan of Call of Duty. I installed it to again play Modern Warfare. So the first Modern Warfare 2019. So yes, I had to install Windows, and I have a bit of a prediction I'm gonna share later with you guys, and I'm gonna be rather stupid looking if it actually doesn't come true, because I'll say it live. But Stefan asks, how's the Microsoft Secure Dual Boot with Windows 11 and Linux going? I need to tell the YouTube chat system that curse words and words like shit are okay in my streams, because I'll probably curse quite a lot. I have no problem with cursing. This is not a family-friendly stream. And how's that going? Again, it's going pretty well. All I needed to do was enable secure boot for install. Then I forgot to disable it and boot it into Linux, and my GPU didn't work because I never enabled it during installation of Linux beforehand. If I did, everything would be okay, because I tested it. So what I did, I went into UEFI. Yeah, you can set up secure boot on most Linux systems. Actually, Ubuntu does it by default during installation if you have it enabled by default. I didn't, because either I disabled it or ASUS never enabled it out of the factory. Who knows? But I just went and disabled secure boot outright, left TPM enabled, or did I disable that? I don't know. And now I can boot in Windows and Linux without any kind of problem. Oh, really, Joshua? A tornado warning. Wow. I'm so sorry. I hope everybody will be okay. You and all the area around you. Now, let's get back to installation. Let's get back to installation. Yeah, Stefan, if you can actually, if you want to install Windows 11, you need to have it enabled at start. But after when you install it, you need to have it enabled. But when it is already installed and you're all set up, you just disable it and you're done, and it will boot into Windows completely normally. Now there is another thing that I noticed. Microsoft actually doesn't ask you to set up Microsoft account on install. I tried setting up a online account because I have a license on an online account. I had to jump through hoops to do that, which seems counterproductive based on the fact that people are saying how Microsoft is forcing people to set up online accounts. And every time I clicked online account, that you can do that. You're not a school or enterprise. Go set up local account. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do local account. And I had to set up local account, then go into settings of the account, and then add an online account after that. And even then it was a pain because I had to go to 3 hoops to get there. Good job, Microsoft. You're doing a really bad job of pushing it. So let's begin the installation. Oh, did I do something stupid? Yes, I did. I accidentally added a PCI device. Good job, BigPod. Now NixOS QEMU is active now. I'm just gonna scale it to the display. Resize to VM and full screen it. There we go. I do have their account. I'm a big Microsoft user. I use what is called Azure. I use some of their tools, and it was kind of smart. And since I have a license, so why wouldn't I use it? And I guess, and it works. So why not? Let's choose NixOS 22.05.615.11E805F9935 installer. I have a pro license somewhere hiding. That's why I did it. And that's starting up of UEFI, because you see Tiana Core. That's the UEFI implementation for KVM. Let's just hope it starts. Oh, it does. And there it is. Now, first things first. Let's set up a proper 1080p display or 1080 display. People would know that it is progressively refreshed, which means every line, while the other option is 1080i, which is inter something. I can't remember the correct word because I'm me. Interlaced. Let's look at Google what it says. Yep, interlaced. 1080i would be interlaced, which means every other lines get updated at a time, which is okay, but also pain in the ass sometimes. Yeah, okay. I scaled it up to 200%. I hope you guys can see it. This is any uh if this is, hopefully you can see this now. To me it's absolutely massive. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not sure it will work. Yeah, it's not gonna work actually. Uh 1300 by what? 768. Oh, there. Huh. This? Ah, okay, this will work. Yep, this will work. Thanks, Joshua. Josh. So, welcome to NixOS Installer. This program will ask you some questions, set up NixOS for you. Yeah, let's hope it goes well. We're actually gonna take this first installation and then make a second installation out of it. You will see how 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 good it will be. And I'm looking at the poll that came in with 7 votes. I set it up 20 minutes ago. 7 votes that came in. There was, I think, couple of yeses and mostly no's. I think only one yes was set, or two. It's 14%, while no is 86. You guys have a lot of confidence in me. I can tell right now. And again, if especially if we get too close to the microphone and it starts clipping, please tell me. I'm gonna try and adjust it. Because I get like this for some reason. I don't know why. It maybe I think it looks cool or some bullshit like that. Okay, now back to NixOS installer. So I actually use my wireless earbuds here. They're not anything special. Some Samsungs. And even I don't even know which ones, to be honest. There's some Samsungs, truly wireless earbuds I got myself for running, and I decided I'm gonna use them for this, so we don't have to actually see me like I just ran out of an ATC tower. So for those who don't know what this is, that's air traffic controls. Otherwise, I use. Normally, you've seen me with this. That's HyperX Cloud 2, I believe, or Cloud Silver. They're pretty good headphones, and their mic I used for a long time. I still have here. It's a removable mic, attachable. You just attach it like this. One of the greatest features of these headphones. But in past, I can tell you that, right now, I can tell you that this microphone broke. It's scratchy and shit. So I decided to replace it with something better, and there is the better solution. This goes back to the floor for later when I'm gonna watch YouTube with us. This goes back in. Let's see. Let's not forget to disable the monitoring I have enabled. Hopefully you could hear me in the time. So let's continue. So right now we're gonna select American English as language as it is selected. Normally I would select language of my choice, or not my choice, my birth. That's Slovenian, Slovenština here. It is, but they won't, so you guys can read. Otherwise, you won't be able to. So we click next, and first thing first, we need to select a location, and it smartly selects Europe, Ljubljana. This is the time zone I belong in, or one of the time zones. The city closest to me that has a time zone named after it. It's actually a capital of Slovenia. So it also says the system language is American English, as we saw before, and numbers and dates locale will be set to Slovenian. That means the dates will be normally formatted. So day, month, year, not some crazy ideas like month, day, year, like the US has. Yeah, yeah. Where are you from, Marina? If it's not a secret. And I'm also, so Slovenia is also neighbor to Stefan's home country. But let's continue from here. Next, keyboard. So, oh, Croatia. Yeah. So then we are neighbors, really. So here I'm gonna have to set a specific keyboard because I have a Slovenian keyboard, so I need a Slovenian keyboard layout. Or it's more Balkan keyboard layout, really. It's gonna be Slovenian. There are small differences between Balkan and Slovenian, but mostly it's the same. Oh, I hopefully it won't go through your area and nobody around you gets hurt, or that it dissipates before it happens. So this is a Slovenian keyboard. It's what is commonly referred to as quartz keyboard, or if you are Slovenian, that would be something a little bit different. It refers to a certain body part. Then, when you change the beat, Marino might know what I'm referring to. So let's continue, shall we? Now, what we need to set is the name. The name, password, and username. Let's try Pickpot. Password be a strong, secure password, which is always 4 letters for me when it comes to working in VMs. Yes, yes. Stefan, we that AZ we normally just limit to a C. So it's 4 letters, not 5. If you know what I mean. We're gonna use same password for administrative account as well. So root. Hey, if you're gonna Nixos, you're gonna be angry for me for using a 4-letter password. I'm gonna be mad. And right now I think only Joshua is left out of the joke, out of the active people. And Eric. Yeah, you see, good thing is doesn't ask me about where I was born, because normally I answer that I was born in a city. Essentially, in a city. That's the answer. Because I just can't be bothered to answer those questions. They're so stupid. Sometimes I mash the keyboard if I know that they won't ask again. So let's click next. Now, the important information, like choosing a desktop. Let's see different desktop options. This is GNOME. It's essentially what this is. Yeah, I bet you did. Like we learned many curse words from Balkan before 8. We have Plasma option, which I'm gonna be honest, the only good thing about Plasma is their backgrounds. They have a beautiful backgrounds. I must say, their red one is really pretty. I'm gonna install them on another system. Now we have third one is XFCE. It's not what I'm gonna use. Pantheon. Wow, they have Pantheon desktop environment. Definitely not what I'm gonna use. Same with Cinnamon. Really cool it is here. No, 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 no. Not my thing. Uh, and then we have Mate. I would do Mate, but I don't have any configs for it to actually make it look useful and look good. I'll have to copy them from Ubuntu Mate, my desktop of choice on my desktop. There's also Enlightenment. I know English, I swear. And LXQT. Or else you can choose a Node desktop and have a CLI. A nice laptop. I'm using on my work laptop, so that's my Dell. I'm using Kubuntu, and I'm thinking of installing something else on it. Probably Ubuntu. I need Valence support. Sadly, it has a pretty cool touchscreen, which I know your XPS probably does as well. I came to fall in love with touchscreens on laptops. I sometimes stand up and try to touch my normal desktop monitor to press some button. I know I'm sometimes do stupid things, but yeah, that is always funny. Well, well, I I got a good screen, so you don't really see the fingerprints on screen. It's not matte finished, or not matte, a glossy finish. It's matte finish, which is really important. I looked specifically for that when I saw it was two in one, and now I can't live without a laptop having touchscreen. Once you get used to it, you don't stop. There is, that's why I don't understand Mac people who still say that it is you need to don't have. Uh, well, Eric, first time I tried it, I was like, why would I use this? But then I started scrolling things. I started selecting things because you get used to it. I just didn't wanna. I was reading something, started scrolling, and it just grew on me. My biggest KDE criticism. There's so many I can't begin. First one being it's horribly horrible to configure. There is so many options. Menu system is and their settings menu system is absolutely atrocious. I wanted to change the background and couldn't find where the background is. I I was looking for 5 minutes to change monitors, how monitors behave. It was 5 minutes to find the right menu. I said no thanks. If you have a glossy finish of screen, fingerprints will be right away, even if you don't touch the screen, which is weird. But on matte finish, basically I can't see fingerprints on it, and I touch it all the time. Also, one other thing, since it's two in one, I use it on a tablet. If you have a tablet, then it doesn't make sense. But since I don't, I use it on a tablet when I read things. I read books on it and papers and stuff like that. No, I'm not gonna deal with FEC. Isn't FEC deprecated? And therefore shouldn't be used because it could be a security vulnerability? Security vulnerabilities are a really important part of everyday life, and you should worry about them more and more. And if you want to know more about security vulnerabilities in containers, please check me out later. I can talk about vulnerabilities in containers a long time and how to get rid of them. It's kind of my job. Now let's gonna choose GNOME. This is the easiest one to play with without having to set it much up. We'll click next. Now this prompt apparently asks us we want to do unfree software. Unfree? Do you mean non-free software, NixOS people? Probably. NixOS is fully open source, but it also provides software packages with unfree licenses. By default, unfree packages are not allowed, but you can enable it here. If you check the box, software installed might have additional end-user license agreements attached. Technically, open source license is an end-user license agreement, as well as a developer license agreement. If not enabled, some hardware might not fully work with no suitable open source drivers are available. Really, I heard it was deprecated and like not updated for like years. Apparently, maybe I heard some other bullshit tool like Fech. Just use a desktop environment or something like something that manages that more clearly. Well, I don't even remember what I normally use. I use something on when I used OpenBox. I use something that does desktops. It has never heard of actually. Now we're gonna click allow on free software because we're not insane, and on free software should be allowed. Now partitioning. It's a VM. Erase disk. No swap. Because who's insane enough to do swap? I'm not. But yeah, in this day and age, why do swap? Really? You're just destroying your SSD. You click next, and you get a summary. Allocation, keyboard, unfree software list, which is yes, and partition information. We now click install. Now at this point it will do a lot of work. So on NixOS. Now we're gonna change topics for a bit. Shall we talk about Modern Warfare 2 or Apple event? WWDC, I believe it's called. Your choice. Otherwise, we're gonna talk about Call of Duty. I have opinions on both. Marina, you wanna talk on Apple stuff? Actually, I'm gonna keep the most angry thoughts to myself because they actually show some pretty cool shit. First of all, their M2 chip, I still think, just like M1, it's good for some stuff and bad for another. And just like M1, it will be misrepresented by media because they don't understand it. Simple as that. For example, a lot of charts I saw for M1 showed its performance when doing transcodes when compared to software encoding, which is incorrect. You need to show how it works well against other hardware encoders like NVENC from NVIDIA or whatever the hell thing AMD guys have, and not against software encoding, because that's not a fair comparison since the media engine in M1 and now M2 are hardware encoders, specific silicon designed just to encode media. Let's be clear. Watch out for that. That's a pretty deceptive marketing, pretty deceptive testing from people who don't understand what they're doing. Then I guess. So next, they announced a couple of kits. I was just like, is it so important that you have a weather API? And then they did one of personally most favorite announcements. They finally added proper window management into iPad OS. That was a big moment for me. They talked about using iPad as a computer for a long time actually, and never had a proper Windows support. To me, that wasn't a computer. If we compare it to a Samsung tablet, I have one sitting somewhere in my house, not mine, but I use it sometimes. That thing has a so-called Samsung DeX. You click the button, you have a when you have like a keyboard, you click the button and you get a essentially Chrome OS environment. Essentially, it's an Android, but it has a skin and it looks like some sort of a desktop. I call it Chrome OS for Android. You can do all the things in it. It's Samsung specific. This is called Samsung DeX, desktop experience, but you can do a lot of things. And even I could plug in my phone into the screen I have here. This is a hub screen with USB Type-C cable. I could get DeX from my phone. But the specific thing that is on tablets is that it does DeX in such a way that you can do it on a single screen on a tablet, which is awesome. If you're gonna use your your tablet as a laptop, that is indispensable. And then all you need is a Kubernetes server running somewhere in cloud, and you can have Visual Studio Code and all the tools to do a development. So everything in containers, in Kubernetes cluster, of course. You cannot do without a Kubernetes cluster. Maybe one day we should take a look how to set up a Kubernetes cluster on this channel. That will be fun. But let's return to the Apple event. They also did a lot of things for Apple Watch. Who still cares about smartwatches? Because I don't know anyone who owns one. So those are the things that I remember right now. Let's see if I can find something else. Let's see. Oh yeah, they did that new lock screens with widgets. Last time I looked at my home screen on my phone was when the when my fingerprint didn't want to work because I cut myself in that finger. Or something like that, or it was wet and I tried 5 times and it locked the screen. So I had to turn on the screen, pull it up, and type my password because I have a Samsung phone. That's the last time that I used that I saw home screen, and that was quite a while ago. So yeah, I don't use home screen at all. And yeah, all you need is really a shitty laptop, but for when you travel and you maybe just need a thing to fix a bug or check on some sort of bug, or mainly bug fixes really. All you need to do is either have your own environment or start up code spaces and you're running on your tablet. Why not? Really, why not? On that kind of if you're doing something and you don't have your laptop or you just don't want to carry it around, it's pretty good. Especially since that's like 10 inches and you have it in your bag. It's really light and you can use it as a standard tablet most of the time. That's why I'm thinking about using DeX, because it's pretty nice for that. Um, I hate using any kind of mobile screens. Any kind of mobile versions of websites, those are all crap. I have permanent. I permanently just always click show me the desktop version of the app. It's a lot better. Better experience, no matter what you do. Mobile editions are mobile versions of the app are bad. Oh, Yannick, hi. So the installation is all done, but we're not done with Apple event yet. So they also added some new maps features. None of them are available for any areas I care about. They're available some in Europe, so I care about those a little, but just to ensure none of them are available for Croatia either. And I think Austria as well is not on the list. So yeah, none of us here. I believe Switzerland is on the list. So Yannick, you might find it okay. Another thing, they improved Apple Wallet. Anyone use Apple Wallet beyond maybe payment? Even that, I wouldn't want to trust that to Apple or anyone, any phone provider. Really, I don't know. I might be an IT guy, so I'm overly cautious with this stuff. Now, oh, and I just remembered they did the Matter thing. They showcased Matter. I remember a couple of months ago, some YouTuber said Matter doesn't matter because it wasn't implemented yet, really. Now it is. And they made it look like they made it, even though it is basically everybody made it. And I can't wait for Matter to be a thing. Because okay, I'm probably still gonna use everything. Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Z-Wave, Matter, everything. When I do actually do smart home because, why not? Yannick, NixOS is essentially a Linux, a kind of special Linux, really. And sorry to see you go, Stefan. And it wasn't really trolling. Now, we talked about WatchOS and why I think it's useless, as Watch itself is useless, honestly. And of course, when we talk about Mac, we cannot forget their graphs that mean nothing. Those lines probably aren't the right lines, really. But at least they showed only 3 graphs, not 6, like normally do, or a bunch of graphs. Maybe they showed 5, 3, 4, 5. At least it's a little bit less than what they used to show. And of course, there were many transitions. At least this time they were walking transitions, not those flying around transitions they do normally that are essentially a quarter of the whole content. They did some collaboration tools for iPad, which is cool. They showed desktop class apps for iPadOS, which is essentially bringing features that should have been there years ago, kind of deal. If they wanted to be a computer. And that was about it for WWDC, really. Really, it's stuck to the install screen. For me, it's stuck to the all done screen. You might be lagging behind. It's on all done. I haven't yet clicked done button or restart now. I just selected restart now, really. And Yannick, I hope you see my new microphone. Oh yeah, the passwordless thing. The only passwordless solution I ever saw that is somewhat useful is Microsoft's, which isn't actually that ironic. They do that quite well, and Google is also okay, especially since it's used for second factor. Yeah, you were missing a. It was during the installation. I asked for whether we want to talk about Call of Duty or Apple events. So I went into my tirade of why I'm not happy with Apple event. Just that. Now I'm back to talking about NixOS. Let's click done here, which is gonna restart the VM and Piano core as well. And we get a network disconnected. I hope it doesn't crash the stream. And here it is. It's using I think it's using the system deboot. I'll be wrong. Okay, and we're on uh, on this thing. Microsoft does essentially, they have their Microsoft Authenticator app for your phone, and what they do is they show you first you need to log into your phone. You most likely have biometric authentication or a password. You have on screen they show you three numbers, or on screen on your phone they show you three numbers, and then on computer there is one number. Sorry for that. I hope it didn't sound too bad. I just hit my hit the microphone, and it probably sounded worse than being hit on the head. And you have to select the number that's on the screen. You press approve. You authenticate yourself with your password, your fingerprint, and you're logged in. It's a lot better than doing passwords, and it's a lot better than some weird key authentication. At the end of the day, in my opinion, passwords don't matter because we all should be using password managers anyway. So whatever passwordless technology you're trying to do really doesn't matter, because if you don't have uh, your Bitwarden, your whatever else uh, password manager set up, you're y- you're you're probably doing it wrong. Now, since now we're on login screen of GNOME, let's press enter and enter our password. Welcome to GNOME 42. I don't want a tattoo, my friend, because I'm not an idiot. You know? Now we're gonna open up our terminal, the most important tool. And second of all, we're gonna open display settings. And let's find the resolution Joshua recommended before. Yeah, super secure password. That was, yeah, super secure password. Alt text. We apply this. We keep the change. Let's see if we can change the background. And dark mode, of course. Now that's better. I I don't have to get a suntan now because I selected. Oh, really? Really? No, really? Okay. I still don't like those wide bezels. Wide. I have a fly in my room apparently. Shoo, go away. Now we're gonna try and install some stuff. Nix dash I A. I think code might work. Oh, it doesn't. Dash help. Ooh, and it opens this bowl. Nix shell, Nix run, Nix profile, Nix build. Ooh. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Search Nix shell, bundle, copy, edit, eval, fmt, log, path, registry. Daemon. I wanna install shit. Nix. Oh, Nix OS install. Oh, that's installer for Nix OS. Yeah. Nix. Joshua, if you're still with us, how do you install stuff on Nix OS? Okay, let's see. Oh, nix inv dash I and package name. Let's try code. Some sort of logic to figure out what that is. And I'm gonna take a look at Nix packages. Okay, we have NixOS search. We're gonna look at that. Okay. Okay. This should have already been set up, but it isn't. Okay, I'm gonna open up. So I see this is the same size. Please let me know if you can see or how well you can see. That would be nice. Let's open Firefox. If it's too small, please let me know. I'm gonna go NixOS packages. And now Google, I do agree. And we're gonna search for code. Let's see what we get. We get a code server. Okay. We get code minimap, which is high performance code minimap renderer. Code browser Qt, monospace Qt, Fira Qt. Okay, we have VS Code for FHS. Ooh, Cascadia code, that's nice. I'm gonna install that for sure. Ooh, VS Code, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we go nix-inv-ia nixos.vs code. Now our next question is, can we do multiple? Ugh, I hate this. So not this. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's find something useful. Let's find Cascadia code. This is a Microsoft monospaced font. It's pretty nice. I love that thing. NixOS dot Cascadia dash code. And let's also install the second VS Code version, NixOS.VS Code FHS. The reason I'm installing it like this, I want to see if you can install multiple packages at once. In has an unfree license refusing to evaluate. To temporarily allow. Let's see. One. And let's make this work. Go. Installing VS Code, Cascadia Code, and VS Code FHS. Now we're gonna see it install. Let's see, it's a long and tedious process. It's doing some shrinking. Now, I see somebody else is in doubt of my ability. You failed. I did install it, so I can end this questionnaire. So we're about 1 hour into the stream. Luckily, I didn't fail. So we have a couple of errors here. A package have the same priority 5 use. Huh. Let's just remove the last one and installed. Okay, now let's run code. And it opens VS Code. Nice. Now I'm gonna try and yeah, that button doesn't work apparently. Now I'm gonna try and make this run on another install or separate install. So we're gonna find where we can find our whatever the hell environment code is. Clear. Really? Is that a VM thing or a GNOME thing? That's why does it do that? Because I just opened a window, it doesn't do anything. Look, it still thinks it's still mouse scroll. Oh, yeah, I understand what you mean. I resize my VM window, right? It's a spice thing, okay. Let's what's the thing, what's a fix for it, Yannick? Well, it seems to be working partially. Huh. Okay, we're not gonna be doing that. I think I know. What kind of bullshit it's doing. So yeah. Now I need to figure out where the configuration for this Shindeck is. Leave me alone, fly. We're gonna be looking for something called Nix file. It didn't used to do that, Yannick. I know because I did many resizes used to do it, and it was never. Um, and it's just a window word manager thing, as you can see. Ah, maybe let's try this. Maybe this will work better. Oh, I think I know what this is. Oh, it's mouse acceleration. Oh, goody. Yeah, this is a standard thing. It happens sometimes. Ooh. Now we're gonna find a specific file. See if locate is available. Huh. Nix install nix env -i mlocate. Let's see if that's smart. Mlocate. Nice it is. Does it have sudo? Okay, it does. And we get a red border. Nice. Cannot find group mlocate. Why? Oh, let's see. cd etc. There. Anywhere here the proper file. Yoo-hoo. Let's see. Oh, let's read cds.config nix. Oh no, nix. Ugh. Nope. Ooh. Here it is. I think this is the one I'm looking for. Configuration Nix. Ugh. One thing I hate about GNOME is blob blob sound. Okay, now we have that. I never actually came to installing Gentoo on that VM, but I did like it once or twice when I used it. Now we have the installation. Let's try and make it a bit better. So yeah. Okay, no proxy, that's okay. Keyboard very okay. Pulse audio enable, Pipewire enable. Okay, see you, Yannick. Okay. Yeah, we have a normal user and we have allow config through. Now we're gonna be installing packages. We wanted to install nixos.vs code, nixos.cascadia code, and let's install Baguette. And what else should we install? Anyone have an idea what else to install? I want a couple of things to install. I want them to install. What did I install? What could I install? Let's see. If I open Nix packages, let's go. I don't know. But let's see if that's available. Yeah. Ooh, I have an idea. Let's see if this works. I need to use this tool all the time, so let's install it and see if it works. nixos.docker. And let's see. Nix KVM. How's KVM setup? Okay. I'm gonna need to figure out where to put this ball. Put where? Okay, here. Yeah, here, right here. This. Now this. Oh yeah. I need to boot dot extra mod probe config equals options kvm Intel. Oh, KVM indeed will work, but let's just for test nested equals oh yeah, equals 1. Okay, let's hope this is correct. Does anybody know if NixOS has a linter? So you could lint a Nix file. Nix file linter. Appear there are some linters. Okay, let's see if Visual Studio Code has a. Oh, it might have an extension for Visual Studio Code. Nix language support. Cool. If I'm gonna install Nix, I'm gonna have to have that. But no, this will work. I'm gonna hope this is okay. Now, Let's see what command I need to use. Nix rebuild, I believe. NixOS rebuild. NixOS rebuild which with sudo. We enter our password and we enter it again. First, we're gonna check if we have Vaget before we even do it. Yep, we don't. I was wrong typing the wrong password. Good job, me. Ooh. It knows there is a problem. Nice. It has a linter built in, but what's wrong here? So it doesn't like the Nixo. How does it then know from which repo to pull? Not sure. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, building the system configuration. Oh, I have another one of those. Hoppala. It's building the system configuration. Now at this point, it's done. Let's see if Vaget is there. And it is. Nice. Now, because we're crazy, we're gonna do something else. We're gonna make those configurations a way to install it from scratch. But before we can do that, we need to put them somewhere that we can grab on our next boot of NixOS ISO. Any ideas where to put it? Okay, let's see. Where to put it? I could put it into a... where to put it? GitHub.com. I could put it into GitHub gist. Huh. Yeah, let's put it in GitHub gist for now. Let's see. Or I could do something else. Could I do something else? Let's see. Oh, I could just copy them from this image. That's also an option. Yeah. Let's reboot the system. And we're gonna mash, I believe it's F. Ooh, before yeah, you can do that. Now, okay, we're gonna try a keyboard combination. Control Alt Delete. Let's reboot. And let's go with all 4 Fs. Doesn't work, so let's choose reboot into firmware interface. Device manager, not device manager. Boot image and QEMU DVD ROM. Of course, I don't have DVD anymore. We're gonna do this. View manager, doesn't right one. Switch to info, and I'm going to select data CD, which should be this one. Apply and run. and it should slowly start running. I hope. I really do. I have another option. So this, and I apply. And let's see. This isn't running. Force off. Duh. It is set up, and now if we boot it up, it should run into CD itself. Yes, it did. Okay. We go full screen again. It will take a bit to install or to boot up. So if anyone has any questions, please let me know. Would love to answer them. Let's just display settings. Nope, no install. Nope. Display settings. And there is a VM size I was supposed to use. Apply. Keep changes. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna do console. There we go. We're gonna do cd/mnt, right? Oh no, not again mnt. Mount /dev/vd. Yeah, we did get a successful install from the installer, and I edited the configuration.nix file, and now I'm gonna try to just install from that configuration.nix file from an ISA just for fun. Do you have a command I could use? And Marino, what do you mean by VPS? Do you mean virtual private server? I don't use. I use a cloud provider. Like actually, all three main cloud providers I use, mainly because of job. I don't use anything other than all three main cloud providers. That's Microsoft's Azure, Google's GCP, Google Cloud Platform, and Amazon Web Services. Now, VDA1 or VDA2, I don't know which one it is. Yeah, I think VDA2. Mount /dev/. Okay, thanks. I like the most Azure one. Microsoft Azure. That's my personal choice of that. If I have to choose one of the three, I would choose Azure from Microsoft. Okay, let's begin. Let's start with installing NixOS. I opened the manual. I didn't know there was a. I forgot there was a manual to use. So sudo-i. Oh yeah, -i like that. Networking the installer. It should be okay. I have a VM. Now partitioning UEFI. Should use partition gparted. Okay. Cool. We delete this partition. We delete this partition. We go here. Apply. We do new partition. We make it. Oh, let's go use parted because I'm just write the commands edit parted /dev /sda or the VDA dash make label GPT. Uh, I did try Linode. I didn't try ever Linode in past. Huh. Oh, I see what I did there. Yes. It's an English keyboard or American. Uh, I never tried Linode. I I never had to before, so I stick with that what I have. So then we add a root partition. So we go parted /dev /vda dash mkpart primary 5 primary. Let's go with 1g 1gib to 100%. I don't need a swap. Now we do parted /dev /vda mkpart esp at 32 1 mib to 900 mib, leaving 100 for free because I don't care. Parted /dev /vda dash set 3 esp on. Why? One ESP on or two ESP on. Let's see. Parted help. Exit. Cool. Joshua, did you write that correctly for the last part? The set to ESP on, or should be set one ESP on? Okay, I did it correctly, I guess. Now we need to format them. Okay, so I'm gonna do mkfs dot. I did correctly. I checked. Dot ext4 dash l. I have a question for you, Joshua. Did you use Btrfs on NixOS? NixOS /dev /vda1. Now it's gonna work. And two, we do. Oh, we don't have to do anything. So we have to do mkfs.fat dash f32 dash and boot /dev /sda Oh, VDA too. VDA, good job. F32. Oh yeah. There you go. Cool. Maybe next time I can install something with Btrfs for root. Now all we need to do is mount /dev/disk by label NixOS to /mount. And after that comes I'm gonna use the old configuration file from before the install. I think that one should work, right? And I need to modify the not server, the drive components that I can do. mkdir -p/mnt/boot and mount /dev/disk/ by label boot/mnt/boot. Oh, I did M and Y. Good job, me. Good job. Now, okay, we already have configurations prepared, so they should be here. Oh, they're not. Yeah, of course. ls/home NixOS and have configuration Nix and hardware configuration. Okay, so since I already have the config, I should just copy it. Copy to /mnt/etc NixOS/conf/ do I need to create the folder, or should I run the generate config before? I understand why you want to mount by label. I'm gonna do this. Unless Joshua says no. Is this a smart thing to do? Or should I create folders by hand? Okay. Let's now do this. And sudo nano /mnt etc NixOS configuration Nix. Just to run through what we set up. I added this boot parameter. I think this is correct. It did start before. Let's change this to, I don't know, BigPod trim. And I did add a couple of packages. VS Code, Cascadia Code, Vuget, Docker. Now, actually, I'm gonna flag this for right now. Oh yeah, Z. And now let's look at the other one. It's the NixOS hardware configuration. Okay. Oh, I see. It's using by UUID. Okay. By label slash Nix OS and by label slash boot. Do I need to change not anything else? Or is it at it? Joshua, is there anything else I should do? Okay. Now, okay, yeah, I need to set something else, I think. Find chat. Let's see. I'm looking at this. So I have a UEFI system, which means somewhere either here or here. Okay, yeah, it's enabled. Okay, good. Now all we need to do is nix os -install. Okay, let's see. So in the meantime, maybe we should talk about the other topic, the other side topic. If you agree, everyone is here. Let's talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's a game. It's coming out in October, and I can't wait. It's probably the best. Probably will be a great game. Too bad it won't run on Linux, or maybe it will. No, actually, I'm about 51% sure it will run on Linux. There are a few reasons for that. It's coming on Steam, so I bet Activision doesn't want to miss the good SteamOS people. So I bet they will make Ricochet their what's it called anti-cheat work on Linux. Yeah, and they just had a release trailer today. It's a pretty awesome trailer, and I heard some pretty good news about it. But from people who already saw it on YouTube, like there's some YouTuber I watch who said he played the game already, that he was like called to Activision or Infinity Ward, and he was shown things. Probably YouTuber thing, I don't know. And I believe his name, his YouTube channel is called Ink Slasher, I think. Uh, I recommend the game if Joshua. I recommend the game. Uh, well, and they have their own anti cheat system called Ricochet or Ricochet, whatever. It's CHOCT, I believe. Ricochet. You know, the when bullet bounces away from something or by hitting something strays the path. R-I-C-O-C R-I-C-O-C-H-E-T, Ricochet. And Ricochet is a kernel based, so it has a kernel module. It watches over things, so that's not the best. But I do think it will have a 51% probability. I think it will work on Windows for a simple reason. Ooh, how's Steam Deck working out for you, Eric? And first of all, the fact that it's coming on Steam. I could go into that. Go into a bit later, Marina. First of all, the fact that it has a Ricochet, which is their own anti-cheat, which means they can do whatever you want with it. It is partially kernel-based, partially server-side, so it's actually pretty cool software. Of course, I cannot see the code, which is sad because I would want to see the code. But what I do know about it, it's pretty cool. Now, they're bringing a new engine, completely new engine, built from, I believe, scratch, as far as I understood, which means they could build the engine to work specifically with Linux as well. They haven't actually even, the other reason why I'm so saying it's going to be Linux, because they actually never posted on what hardware it will work yet. The game will work, so they haven't actually posted that it will work only on Windows, or they haven't posted anything yet. I bet we will see that when the first beta arrives, which hopefully will be soon. I will be partaking in it as soon as possible. Can't wait for it. But it'll have some cool features, and like the thing I took as a sign is because it is the first Call of Duty game since, I believe, Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 that was released on Steam, because Modern Warfare 1, Black Ops, and the Vanguard are for sure only on Blizzard launcher. I'm not sure about Team Black Ops 4. Uh, Black Ops 4 is exclusively available on Battle.net, so not Black Ops 4. Maybe Black Ops 3 was available on Steam. Yep. The Black Ops 3 might have been the last game available on Steam. So, or the one after that. I don't know which one that was. Maybe Infinity Warfare? Let's see. Infinity Warfare might have been the last one to come out. That was no, actually World War II is the last one that came out on Steam. So, and yes, Joshua said the kernel is most direct interface to hardware users use, and it's the most direct way to watch what they do when it comes to what software they use and stuff like that. It is sad that that's the case, that people are so intent on cheating, because they actually use a hardware pieces to cheat, which is why I need a kernel driver for that, so you can actually see what kernel is doing. I'm sad that happens, but yeah. Joshua, there appears to be a problem. Failed to check file system type of boot/EFI. No such file directory. And it gets a trace of not being able to install. Do you have an idea what to do? Do you need to create a directory? I'm gonna try that. That might work. So that's why they... Joshua, you might be able to catch me, Josh. Please help. Please. Um, what I failed to do. Let's see. Mount the boot file system. Let's see. EFI. Slash EFI. Not. I did mount slash boot. DD. Oh, I might not have. I did. Mount by label boot slash M. Oh, I see what I did. I'm an idiot. Etsy, good job, me. No, I did. I mounted the boot slash MNT slash boot. Or should I mount it on something else? Uh, let's see. Slash boot. VFAT. Do I need to be FAT32? Sorry, I did that. A fly has been bothering me. Nope, didn't work. Any idea, Josh? Any idea? And this is the error I get. I'm gonna let you look, and I'm gonna grab something to drink. Be right back. Let's see, OBS. Please help Josh. Just write in chat and I will check when I'm back. And I'm back. Let's see what Joshua wrote in there. I mounted to slash mount slash boot. Shouldn't I do that? Or should I mount to slash boot or slash boot EFI? Oh, really? At work? I thought you were all the time home. You seem that kind of a person. Let's try this then. Let's see. It seems to work. We have to set up a root password. Root. I'm gonna copy paste. I hate English keyboards. Pass VD. Exit. And now we're gonna reboot. It's apparently working. Okay, with installation complete. Now let's see what these things are. Okay. Let's go to firmware. Boot manager and this should work. Nix OS. Nix OS. Can you guys still hear me? Am I still here? Or am I gone? Okay, I'm still here. I accidentally switched to wrong pressed the wrong button. I switched to TTY2. Log me in. Yes, I'm logged in as root, I know. Now we're gonna open terminal. I want to switch to TTY2 in VM. Didn't work that way. CD slash home. CD bigpod. Do bigpod. And we do passvd. We set the password to test. Permission denied to changing the password. Oh, current password. No current password. That's a good question. Okay, now updated. Now I can log out and log back in. And it let me in. No thanks. So I guess this is done. Let's see if we have our software requested Visual Studio Code. Yes, we have. Do we have the more important question? Do we have Docker? Yes, we do. Let's start a Docker image. Docker run -it Ubuntu Jammy. What? ctl start Docker D. Joshua, Docker doesn't work. Oh. Huh. Huh. Okay, should have done this. Okay. We live and learn. Sudo nano conf /etc/nixos /configuration nix inside here. Let's go a bit here. Virtualization, even though technically Docker isn't virtualization, by the way, enable equals true. And let's go users.user bigpod. Where is user bigpod? There. Extra groups. Another one. Docker. Nix OS dash rebuild dash switch. Okay. As we learned, it has a linter, so if I manage to fuck up anything, it will tell me. What? Oh yeah, forgot sudo. I think you messed this up. You need to start what and where. I understood half of that, Josh. You need to start what, do kernel in what. Okay, yeah, I know where this is going. I'm gonna fix it right now. /boot /EFI. Okay, yeah, I know what I need to do. slash EFI reboot. Let's see if I can make it work. For next time, I know, live and learn, live and learn. I might actually install NixOS over the weekend on my main desktop, because it seems fun. I kind of forget how fun it is to mess with Linux. Of course, I'm gonna then install Mate. Uh, what am I missing here? I have virtualization Docker enable. I have Docker installed. What am I missing? Joshua? Josh? What am I missing now? Guess it should be okay. If not, I don't know. Let's see. If it right now doesn't work, I know what's the problem and I know how to fix it later. Oh yes, it did work. Let's see. I need to unmount this image next time. Live and learn, live and learn. And we have generation 1, generation 2, and generation 3. The one we want is generation 3. It will boot up. And by all luck, it should run Docker. I think it enabled it by default. If you can't see me well, please let me know. I was laying back like I'm alone here without anyone watching. Ubuntu Chami. It's working. It automatically enabled the systemd image, and I'm here now. Now we can do ls. We can check out its COS release, and it is Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. So version would be 22.04 LTS Jammy Jellyfish. So we have installed two different ways to install NixOS. We've shown two different ways to install NixOS. We also shown that we can run Docker in it. Only thing missing for me is KVM, and I'll be A-OK. Next time on BigPod does weird stupid shit on his streams, we won't be programming, we'll be doing something weird and stupid again. We'll be trying to run some stupid stuff. Okay, maybe not so stupid. We're gonna be doing probably what's the name? Gentoo. We could be I know, we could be doing Kubernetes stuff. I don't know yet. Or I might be just showing you my new environment because I'll be running NixOS in it for some reason. Until that time, I'm BigPod. And there is me on full display. Now, The question that arrived just now: when is the next stream? Depending on how well the NixOS install goes, I could be Saturday at around this time, could be earlier, or could be somewhere next century if NixOS install don't go well. Probably gonna do the stream next week. Of course, I need to know if OBS and NVENC will work. NVENC NixOS. Okay. If NixOS won't support NVENC, I'll have to switch back to Ubuntu. That will be a pain. Maybe you know something, Josh? Yeah, thanks, Eric. I'm gonna have to read up on NVENC on NixOS before I switch. Definitely won't do that. I'm not stupid. So at this point, all I have to say is thank you guys for watching. We've been at this for about 2 hours now. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me in my rather weird things. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're not, and comment if you watch this video again or if you watch it later. But don't forget to like. And have a nice day or whatever. My name is BigPot and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye.